Previously on The Kitchen Nigeria. Hundreds of potential restaurateurs have entered to be Nigeria's first king or queen of The Kitchen Nigeria.
I like that because she likes.
We've chosen 6 people to go to the next round, and I'm really excited to see which one of them can actually do it.
There you go, our top 6 finalists. The judges have selected 6 contestants from the preliminaries. By the end of the semifinals, only 4 will go on to the final rounds, where the chefs get a chance to set up their own pop-up restaurant for a chance to become Nigeria's top kitchen entrepreneur. The winner stands a chance to win a 2 million Naira grand prize. Right now, contestants ready to go head-to-head to find out who's going to make it to the finals of the kitchen. This is going to happen in 2 stages. The first round is going to have 3 contestants and another round with another 3 contestants. How they will be selected is super simple. They're going to be judged based on their presentation skills and how well they execute their assigned dishes. The contestants have to present 2 or 3 course meals to the judges. Tanaz, CEO, Lost in Lagos. Olisa, TV host, producer, and renowned foodie. Nahi, founder, RSVP, and Slow Lagos. Nahi, are you looking out for anything in particular when it comes to the contestants and the dishes?
Definitely creativity, uniqueness, execution.
I want to see their passion that conveyed through the food.
For them, they've set a very high standard. So I'm expecting some really good stuff.
Let's see if they can cook as good as they write. Their menus look fantastic. The judges are ready. I guess it's safe to say that things are warming up right here on The Kitchen Nigeria, brought to you by Mastercard. First up, we're going to have Vanessa, Shay Logo, and Shilm. They have a huge task ahead of them. They have a choice to make at least 2 options. I know some of these brave people are gonna go for 3 courses. 3 courses? Hey! All right, guys, make magic. Your time starts now.
It's just dawned on me that I am in this semi-final, competing to be in the final. And bruh, like the emotions are crazy.
I'm excited, honestly.
I'm pretty confident. I think I have a good chance at winning this.
Like getting here, getting into the top 6 has kind of made me know that I am a good chef. I am a good competitor.
They have been given enough time for preparation.
1 kitchen, 1 stove to cook all these dishes. I mean, this is a challenge for me.
Because everyone wants their dishes to come out like really hot. So it's like, I need to use that, I need to use that. People just like getting in your way a little bit. I'm not gonna name any names.
If I need to use something, I'm gonna make sure I use it first. This is my chance to get into the finale and no one's gonna get in my way.
I'm doing the dessert, so I don't have that much kitchen space to actually play around with.
I don't know how to work in the same kitchen as other people. I don't want them to look at me, seeing what I'm doing. My stuff is secret.
I'm making 2 desserts today, apple crumble with zobo sorbet, and then I'm also making a panna cotta with the strawberry coulis.
I'm doing 3 appetizers. I have the satay koi, goi corn, and then plakapong yueng.
The first dish I'm making is the vegetarian taco. This one is the one I'm most nervous about because to make a vegetarian dish exciting, you have to put in so many flavors, so many textures. I don't just want it to be boring. I don't just want it to be a cop-out if you can't eat meat. I want to be able to give a vegetarian customer the ability to be excited by my food. So I'm making fresh taco tortillas with plantain, mango salsa, avocado creme, and scotch bonnet jam, pickled onions, and a side of deep-fried corn ribs.
Satay koi is like chicken and pork skewers marinated in like this whole earthy spices and a little bit of sugar, basted in coconut milk.
The apple crumble is an apple in an apple. So it's like an apple cake that I'm going to actually bake in an apple. So I have to like remove the middle part of the apple and then put my butter in and then the crumble to finish it up. I think that will be my star dish because it's different and I don't think anyone would do that.
Cooking the lamb, braised lamb, that's my second dish. This is a dish that I'm very comfortable with. I mean, it's my signature dish. It comes with a romesco sauce, which is a red pepper sauce, and roasted cauliflower puree. I'm really excited about that dish. I think that's going to be the favorite that the judges will have. I put my heart and soul into that dish.
I have the goi con, which are Vietnamese summer rolls. They're nice, fresh, got a lot of vegetables in there. The power is really in the dips, those 3 dips that I'm bringing forward today. Peanut butter dip, nuoc cham, which is a Vietnamese dipping sauce with like chilies in the soy sauce, you know the vibe. And then the prawns I'm doing are plakapong yueng. It has like Malay sambal in there, which is like a chili sauce, but I put my own twist on it. I marinated the prawns. That should make a very big difference. But at the same time, you don't want to marinate too early because when you use like an acidic sort of marinade, like it cooks the prawns through. You know, prawns cook really easily, really fast. So I'm hoping it wouldn't have already cooked the prawns, but fingers crossed.
My zobo sobe I've been making for since yesterday because it has to turn into like an ice cream. Because I don't have an ice cream maker, I've been blending it. They say you have to blend it for like 5 times, 45 minutes. I mean, that seems like it's okay, it's going to be all right, but I hope it works out. The panna cotta is in the fridge right now. I've made it and it's setting again. So it takes a little bit of time to actually set completely. So I'm just hoping that by the end of the day it sets and I'm able to serve it properly.
Now the fish dish. Personally, I don't like cooking fish. It's one of those things that it can fail right in front of you. I'm making a grilled fish. It's a white snapper with potato puree, okra fries, which is my favorite element of the dish, and a roasted garlic cream.
Time is up, and the contestants will now present their dishes before the judges.
Now it's time to serve the judges, and I'm kind of nervous.
When you have judges that are like, one of them is a food blogger, lost in Lagos, Judge Tanaz. You have Judge Olisa, who's, you know, he's into the buka hot, the street food. Then you have Judge Nahi.
You know, he's an established restaurateur. So I would like to hear what he has to say, to be honest.
These are judges that have completely different palates. How is my dish going to impress all of them? Wish me luck.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very well.
So these are fresh Vietnamese summer rolls. They have carrot in there, basil, mint, spring onion, cilantro. It's all raw veg. It's all very fresh, and then there's vermicelli rice noodles in there. The first dip is nuoc cham, which is a Vietnamese dip. So I made prawns in an Asian chili jam sauce with some sambal, which is classic Malay pepper sauce kind of thing. It's got chilies in there, garlic, galangal, lemongrass. So I have chicken and pork satay skewers with a little cucumber slaw and a peanut dip, but different from the last one. This one is made with like roasted peppers and galangal, and those were slow cooked for a while and then blended up again. Yeah, and it has peanuts in it.
Your appetizers were great. My least favorite was the spring rolls. The sauces were nice. I really enjoyed the satay, but again, it was a very safe dish.
The freshness and the crunchiness of the vegetables was pretty good.
There's a kind of fun element to what you brought, and maybe the fun side of it is because you're keeping it simple. When you go simple, you put your signature there. That being said, prawn dish is not only nice, it's a dish that I would pay for. I'd go to a restaurant, eat it, pay for it, and go back and order it again and again. So thank you for that.
I like how Nahi, he could see where I was coming from with most of my dishes, with like the playfulness of it, like how fun they were. It was nice to see him like identify that.
Here I have a vegetarian taco made with caramelized plantain, which was seasoned with nutmeg, cinnamon, and honey. We also have a mango salsa, avocado creme, a Scotch bonnet jam, which is my special recipe, some fresh herbs, green oil, and chili oil as well. My second dish, braised lamb. There's so many flavors in that braising liquid, you know. To me, this is what I love the most. So we have a grilled yassa white snapper. So it's made with a yassa marinade. It's on a bed of a potato puree. We also have a roasted garlic crema, which is the white sauce. And we have some green oil and chili oil. The crispy thing on top is an okra fry. I wanted to bring an element of Africa back to the dish.
I love the fact that you used the plantain to give it that meaty kick, but I felt like the plantain may have been a bit too ripe. It was a bit too sweet. I felt like it should have been toned down, maybe salted down, maybe less ripe. But all in all, that was a professional presentation.
I understand his reason because I think for a palate, you kind of want balance. So I'm considering maybe doing like a spicy plantain.
I would have preferred some sort of gravy or some sort of sauce to go with the lamb, but the potatoes were fantastic.
Nigerians and gravy, everything must have gravy. Why? My dishes don't need gravy. I had romesco sauce, I had purees. Those sauces speak for themselves with the lamb. You know, I don't think everything needs gravy.
The depth of the flavors that you were able to bring, especially in the amount of time you had, was very impressive. The potatoes, the gratin and the mashed potatoes, I would pay money to eat that.
Overall, I'm actually happy with how the judges judged my food. They said it was very well presented, and they did say that they could see the professional side of me. So that's what I wanted to show them.
So it's an apple crumble and an apple. So it's an apple crumble cake. The batter of the cake is made with some of the apples from inside, and then I made like flour, eggs, and the whole charade. And then that's a zobo sorbet, and that's a zobo caramel on the ground with the crumble on top of it. Panna cotta with strawberry coulis and strawberries. The panna cotta is at the bottom, and then the strawberry coulis with strawberries is on top of it, which I just put on now.
I love the crumble. I really love. I could eat that one a lot more.
Thank you.
I thought it was portion a bit too small. Big portion next time.
Thank you. They loved it. I'm happy about that.
I enjoyed the apple crumble a lot. I think it was my favorite part, so it was really nice. The sorbet, I think, needed some more time to set and for the flavors to really settle in there.
The panna cotta was 70% ready. It was not completely ready. Even I knew that.
In my book, you scored very high in your insistence on using fresh fruit. So you bringing freshness and lightness, and then taking an apple and trying to make 2-3 different uses of the apple, combining them together. I think you demonstrated real skill. Thank you for all your effort.
I'm so nervous. I hope my apple crumble saved me.
Vanessa, Shaylogo, and Sheo have stepped up to the plate in the first round. And when we do come back, we have Edak, Moyashori, and Ofere. They have to prove to the judges that they have what it takes to be right here in the top 4 on The Kitchen Nigeria. Hi guys, and welcome to another session right here on The Kitchen Nigeria. We have Edak, Moyo, and Ofere all vying for that spot in the final. Let's go find out what's cooking in the kitchen.
So today I'm going to be making the main course from my menu. I have a garlic and herb mash with T-bone steak, and also a green pea risotto with sauteed veggies and roasted sweet potatoes.
I'm very excited with the starters I'm preparing today. The first one I'm making is my smoked ram croquettes with suya mayo and sofrito. The second one I made is my take on a capri salad. So it's just rockets and basil tossed in olive oil and salt, so very easy. And then a puff pastry with mozzarella grilled on top, caramelized onions, sauteed tomatoes, and I use my homemade Italian seasoning for the sauteed tomatoes. So they have a really nice burst of flavor, especially since the tomatoes are still juicy in the middle.
I'm doing dessert, so all my frozen things, my sorbets, mango, banana, coconut, they need to be blended and put back in the freezer. So what I need to do now is under 30 minutes, make sure I blend everything, put it back in the freezer. I'm also making a guava jelly. That needs to be set and blended as well.
The worst part of today was my drugs making me drowsy. It destabilized me for a good hour. My puff pastry and mozzarella almost burning. But I mean, it still turned out okay. Hopefully the rest of the day goes well.
So when I got into the kitchen, I had a plan. And the thing about plans is that sometimes they fall apart. One thing I knew was going to take a very long time was the feuilletin, which is basically puff pastry. I started off well, but then I found that the butter was a bit soft, so I had to keep it in the freezer. Before I knew it, I had 30 minutes left, and this thing had not been baked. Then the marathon race started.
So for the vegetarian option, which has the roasted potatoes and sauteed veggies, I'm looking for my bell peppers. I can't find them at the moment. I may just have to do without it for this dish. I know I'd still have like a good color blend for it.
And finally, my puff pastry. Yeah, I put it in last moment, and basically I was really trying to make sure it cooked quickly. But I kept removing it from the oven and it wasn't done. Removing it from the oven and it wasn't done, and I was like, why are you doing this to me? But thankfully, at the end of the day, it was done, it was cooked, it was good. Yes, and we're here.
I enjoyed meeting the other contestants. They're really nice people.
Because we kept helping each other, we kept giving each other things, you know, just working together. And that synergy really helped all of us stay positive as everything was going on.
They made it quite comfortable for me to be there, but I hope I beat them at the same time. The nerves are on high. They're on high. I just can't wait to hear the feedback.
A bit tensed, but good generally. Feeling confident as well.
As chefs, we crave feedback. I mean, how else do you grow if you don't get critiques? So I'm really excited, but still nervous to hear what they have to say.
So the first one is my take on the caprese salad. So a nice rocket lettuce with just salt and olive oil, with a puff pastry, mozzarella, caramelized onions, sauteed tomatoes. So the sauteed tomatoes, just garlic and my homemade Italian seasoning, and then balsamic glaze and basil oil on top. Yeah. Then the second one is a smoked ram croquette with a sofrito at the bottom, just something to cut through all the suya spice.
I thought the caprese was a fantastic twist on the caprese. It was delicious. I would say the puff pastry was a little overcooked.
Yeah.
And I was looking forward to like a stringy mozzarella in the middle.
I hope they understand my flavors.
I've never liked caramelized onions, but somehow you made me like it, which is great. I really enjoyed that. But the most important thing was every bite, the flavor, the explosion of flavor was awesome. Well done.
First of all, regarding the caprese, on a creative level, a couple of things were missing for me. The olive oil factor in a caprese, usually it's always, you kind of get that. And more importantly, the basil kick, the kick of chlorophyll, the greenness, the freshness. So this tasted to me a little bit like autumn. I was telling Tanaz versus spring or summer. All in all, I think it was a very good try.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Thank
good
you.
effort. Thank you.
I'm very proud of what I plated. So yeah, I'm not bothered. I know I'll be there.
Hi, on your plate you have a garlic and herb mash with a T-bone steak grilled in a bit of barbecue sauce and a special steak sauce that I made. For the vegetarian option, we have sauteed veggies, broccoli, Chinese cabbage and carrots with green peas, risotto and roasted sweet potatoes.
On the side of the meat, I think the toughness was overcooked, and I felt that your mash was a bit too heavy. It would have been good if you had the sweet potatoes with the steak and with some sauce there to go with it. You know, that would have been more interesting.
Particularly on the rub of the meat, the presentation of the T-bone itself to give it justice for the T-bone, as well as the sauce. There was a little bit overpowering on the rub.
It was hard to cut into and hard to chew. The mash was cold. Your vegetarian dish, I felt like was a side to the meat.
I think I've done a good job so far.
So looking at the judges as they were, eating the other dishes, it seemed like they're enjoying the food, and I hope that the enjoyment can continue as they're also eating my food.
The desserts you're going to be having today are from the menu Atije. So your first dessert is titled Earth, and it's focused on earthy flavors, on things that we can get from the ground. Next we have a passion fruit curd. This passion fruit is from Jos. On top you have a coconut crumble. I basically blended coconut to get the milk, and I toasted the chaff to make a crumble. On the side, you have a coconut caramel. In the middle, you have a roasted banana sorbet, and in that sorbet, you have some ihuru. Ihuru is calabash nutmeg. On top, you have a coconut tuile, what we call gurundi, and then you have a ihuru chocolate feuilletine. To go with it, you just have some chai. The little sprig you have, I just want you to rub it in between your fingers to release the essential oils, refresh yourself from that earthy dessert. On the base, you have a baobab crumble. On top of that, we have a mango sorbet. It's just the mango and it's absolutely delicious. On top of that, you have a guava gel.
My goodness, you really impressed us. Your food told a story and it was spot on.
I think it's probably the most original and the most interesting dessert I've ever tasted.
There was showmanship, there was pairing, there was roots, there was tradition. It told me about you, it told me about where I am, it told me about what I can expect from where I am. And I think you represent everything that the hospitality and the culinary industry in our environment should be. And you should be proud of what you did, and I think we're all proud to have you on this competition. So well done.
Thank you so much.
When we return, the judges will make their pick and decide which 4 will go through to the next stage. I'm absolutely loving the energy of the contestants. We've shown you all 6 of them. I'm sure you're already picking your favorites. The judges have met them. They've had their dialogue. They've tasted their courses. The meals look absolutely delicious. The judges have had some good comments, some not so great comments. But what's going to happen next? We will be unveiling or announcing who's going to make it to the finals. That is our top 4 contestants.
I'm sure I'll hear my name as a finalist.
I'm pretty confident that I stand a good chance.
I think my chances are quite good because I believe in what I do.
I just hope that my dishes impress the judges.
I don't want to brag. You guys will see me in the final. Fingers crossed.
I feel like my chances to win it is very high.
It's time to decide our top 4. Judges, over to you.
Hi Sharon, welcome back. Hi Ada.
Hello.
Welcome back. Good to see you.
Hi Moyo. Hi Afure.
Hi.
How are you?
Okay.
First of all, thank you so much for taking part. Your menu was impressive. So with that said, you're through to the next round.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
Your menu impressed us. You have so much potential, but unfortunately, you didn't make it through to the final round.
Okay.
But well done.
I think potentially you showed us a lot of who you are, of your character and your abilities. We all agreed that you have enough of what it takes to make it through. So congratulations on making it to the next level.
Yes!
But just take away with you that you need to show us more of who you are. And
Moyo, your talent is, without doubt. Your presence here helped to elevate this competition. And it is with great pleasure that I let you know that you're through. There you go.
So much.
Congratulations. Well done.
Thank you.
For this competition, unfortunately, you didn't get through to the next round.
Okay.
But we'd love to see you again and see what you do over the next year, and maybe you can apply again next year. So Vanessa couldn't make it to the semi-finals result round, but we're gonna give her a call to let her know if she's through. Well done for getting through this far. Your food was incredible, and for that reason, we're very excited to let you know that you're through to the finals. Well done.
Well done. Congratulations.
From here, the contest gets tougher as contestants will set their own stage through detailed planning and management skills to bring together a team of cooks, event planners, and other kitchen staff to treat an audience to a dinner of a lifetime. They'll prove themselves against time, pressure, and our exceptionally talented judges and guests to earn a spot as the champion of the Kitchen Nigeria. On the next episode of the Kitchen Nigeria, each of our 4 contestants will go through the ultimate challenge to prove themselves as Nigeria's top restaurateur. Their task will be to create the most amazing master menu and beautiful dining experience for our judges and guests. Our first chef is Shay Logo.